Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I want to say shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect, whoever you may be. Shalom, shalom. Whoever gonna watch this video. I want to give all praises to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakodash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. And I want to give a double honors to the elders, a great millstone who rule well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word, Lord willing that they can continue to endure it and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word, Lord willing, they continue to endure and be sincere in the same spirit. And shalom to the Akwath that are believers of the faith. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving, silent, and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the brothers and sisters that's not in the faith, Lord willing, the Most High have mercy upon you. You know, this lesson is inspired by a little conversation I had with a brother at work. Had to drop him off, and you know, he was just talking about life. He said, man, so you know, everybody just gotta live the best they, you know, live their life the best they can, stay out the way. And I said, yeah, I definitely agree, you know, but I live my life a little different. It's not the same. He said, sometimes you got to move around to live. And I said, I hear you, but like when I'm talking about living, you know, I'm trying to live for Yahweh Shem Yahushai for the best of my ability, because I believe and know that these scriptures is real. You know, a lot of people want to live and not live, you know, in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, a lot of people still sleep, still gullible, easy to be well distracted, you know, and it hit me to say, like, this is what the left-hand side has its purpose, you know, to continue to push sleep on the ones that want to stay asleep, you know, in order to truly wake up and understand true living is living with, you know, and through the Spirit, living in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. St. John 15, you know, you got to abide in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, there's nowhere on this side you could really be living, with money or without money. You know, how can you be living and you don't know what the powers that be on this side in the flesh, what they got planned, what they doing? You know, you got nations that's pointing nukes to the place you live. Talking about United States. And what can you do? A lot of us is not even taking the time to teach our household or our family, you know, these things, right? It's because the Lord allowed you to live in a strong delusion. You know, this is Romans 13:11, a classic of classics. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is your salvation nearer than we believed. Right? Yesterday, the day before, today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day. It's time to wake up. Me and you wasn't placed on this side to live our best life on this side. You know? The ones that's of the world is going to live their best life on this side. Right? The ones that want to be first. The ones that want to gang on this side. You know? True children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to live to be a spectacle. Right? 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, a spectacle is a show. Let's get to it. I knew I was thinking about this at work and it was going to come out. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. In the KJV, it says, "For I think that God have set forth us apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and unto the angels and men." Right? We were made a show unto the world, unto the angels, and to men. Right? Let's get into this word spectacle real quick. Lucky, I'm trying to do two things at once. Literally three things.
Strong's G2302.
Theatra, right? Goes into theater, right? So I'm going to read the biblical usage of it, and this is what it says. A theater, a place in which games and dramatic spectacles are exhibited and public assemblies held, right? It says a public show. That's what we are. We're a show, you know? And for the ones that's true believers in, that are in the position of being true servants, talking to the men that are teachers, you know, continue to be a show. Continue to bring shows. Right now, you're watching a transit, you know, show right now. You know, this is a transit show to be edified, to tell the people to wake the hell up. Don't smell the coffee. Smell the shit that's brewing, you know? Every time brothers is teaching, is not made for everybody. The elect is going to act. The elect is going to act or react, you know, to what's being said and applied in their life. And the ones that were set up to not react and have a, you know, a contentious reaction, right? You're asleep still. Every day the Lord has given us a chance to breathe in, you know, that new air, you know, especially if you have kids, man. If you have kids, us as parents, is the best thing that we can do is teach them who they are. Find out the things that you promoting to your kids' holidays. And you'll even say, a person will say, I know they're pagan, but you know, I do it for the kids. That sounds so dumb. You know? Brothers really look like fools teaching this word. Brothers look like fools saying, man, every day, man, I'm trying to prepare for a lesson. You a fool, you know? But what is it? We're fools for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're fools for the Lord's sake, man. We're fools, literal fools, right? Verse 10 in 1 Corinthians chapter 4, it says, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach, right? We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, and ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but you are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised, right? We're despised, man, because we're fools for Hamashiach's sake, because we're serious. We're trying to make our calling and election sure, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of God. You know, John 8 and 32, This truth have set a lot of us free spiritually, man. Because now we're getting back into that spiritual bag of knowing who we are. Knowing our purpose is to do the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to the best of our ability, you know, with no excuses, you know, with none of the added GMOs, you know. 19, it says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. There is the wise. I mean, where is the wise? Where is the scribes? Where's the disputers of this world, right? He's going to destroy that wisdom. He's going to destroy the wise that's in this world, right? It says, have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? Right? Foolishness is the wisdom of this world, right? It's foolish to be like, oh, I got to get a bag. Women want to say, oh, I'm not dating a man unless he got a bag or he's 6 foot. I almost called you a bitch. When Jacob trouble come, a lot of you women gonna be humble. A lot of women is gonna be sharing one man, right? And of course, because you don't got the spiritual eyes to see, shit is really changing, man. A lot of people are unaware, right? Because they only taking in what they want to intake. They don't want to intake the things that truly matter. Is because, yes, it was a lot of false teachers, right? But the Lord did that, you know? Because when you go to 1 Corinthians 1 and 20, which is, 1 and 21, the Lord made this foolish preaching only for the true believers, man. Only true believers is going to get this, you know? And each and every day, a true believer is waking up more and more. Every time you hear a lesson, even if you know this truth, as a student, every day you're learning as a true student. So every day you're learning. A true believer is always learning. A true believer always has his hands on the plow. A true believer is always wearing out the Lord. Woman and man, you know? You know? You got men and women that talk about sex more than talk about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. After you even got done, you know? People can't even hold a long conversation about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not in a lot of people's temple, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not in a lot of you niggas' minds. Yo, kids don't even know the true name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, but they know the lyrics to some of these dumb artists' music, man. They're woke to the world, but sleep to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We're going to stop here, right? I'm not going to continue with the lesson for too long, right? You know what? I'm going to turn on the street because the light is glaring, right? You have to know that the men of the Lord, to some of y'all, could seem like we wasting our time, but literally for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and for his elect, we're not wasting our time. This is the best time to be woke. Not woke like Cat Williams, but woke. Right? Let's keep going. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty men, not many mighty, not many noble are called, right? One's in this truth, right? It says, but God have chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, right? And that's the ones that's in the so-called truth. And God have chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world and things which are despised have God chosen. Yet things which are not to be to bring to naught things that are, right? This is why each and every day you have to know that it's a privilege to know the name of the Lord. It's a privilege to know who the Hebrew Israelites is. What is next after that? You know? Because all this preaching is foolish. But a believer is going to soak it up like a rag. You know? Let's get it. This is 1 Corinthians 2, verse 3. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. Drop it down to 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, because he worried about the things of this world. Look, read it again. The natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. A natural man is living their mind, their spirit is into this world. You can't soak up things that's spiritual. For they are foolishness unto him, right? It's foolishness, man. You'll tell somebody prophecy, they'll overtalk you, just like this brother was, and it's okay. It's because of the Lord put that on him. This is why the true believer, this is why brothers got to teach every day, because eventually it's the Lord knocking at the door. The door is your heart, your brain. The Lord is always knocking. You know, this teaching ain't to you, it might feel it's going in one and out the other, but eventually you're gonna get hit and be like, dang, somebody was telling me about Yahweh Shai. And then you might be asked out. It says, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned, right? You gotta have spiritual discernment to hear this word. It's just like when you're in school, you're having discernment to understand 2 negative times 3 negative, making the discernment to get the answer, right? So it's going to be 5 positive, right? Because a negative and a negative time each other is going to, equal out to a positive, But what is your spiritual discernment? Look at the times. The dollar is collapsed. Oh, it's going to rise again. This happens all the time. You don't even know that this is Rome. Oh, this is not called Rome. This is called America. When somebody trying to teach you, right? Because people don't want to be taught. I'm going to let God teach me. Guess what? The Lord is going to send you shepherds to teach you. The Lord answered you already. Oh, nah, I can't see that, brother. Nah, I don't see that. Because you don't have the spiritual discernment. Wake up. Shit is brewing. 1 Corinthians 3:18, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Right? A man in this world really think he's wise. But you're a fool, man. You're a fool. Brothers and sisters go a whole week without talking, praying. Oh man, I prayed to the Lord. Yo, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. And then you don't know. Like, people got to be retaught on how to pray. What direction to go towards. After you pray, it's supposed to be an increase in yourself, seeking the Lord more. Prayer is a power. It's not just something. When I was in Christian, I was just rubbing that thing off. Everything we do for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a serious thing. Yo, if you have sex and you have a child, and now you have a child in the world, you got to take that serious. As a mother or a father, a child that said, oh, I love my dad and my mom. That kid has to take that serious and show that they love their mother and father, by listening. And even kids should be interacting with their parents. Even if their parents is busy, you should be letting your father see that you happy, or you have fun, or you learn something, right? Because you want your father to smile. You want your father to ask you questions. Because then look at it. When you go into school and your teacher is testing you, then you go home and you relaxing, you don't even give the chance for your mother or your father to test you. But you'll let a whole Edomite or a heathen or a Jake that's not in this truth for serving the Lord to test you. We're in a test right now. A test right now. A wife, as soon as you become a wife, you are tested, and a true man is examining how you move. Because if he get another girl, mind your feelings, Everything you do is going to be tested on the next woman and the next woman and the next woman, because that man is going to know what he wants, especially if he's serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Being in this truth, being a man or a woman, you have to take that role serious. You're a woman with a period. You take it serious by getting tampons, getting pads. Even if you don't be bleeding, you're still going to get it because you got a child and you want to show the example. Oh, she don't even bleed. So now when I get tampons, now I'm at school and I'm bleeding. Oh, man. Now your mom is like, oh, I don't even get tampons. Guess what? You are the example for that child. Now that child is reflecting off of you. Their body is not like yours. We're teachers. Be the example for somebody else. This is a job, being a parent. It's a job even being a child too. It's not about just playing games and playing all day. You're a child of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as a grown-up and as a child or a baby. A baby, hey, that's a baby. But when you start being able to make your own sandwich, learn how to cook your food, know how to use a phone, you start to grow up. Now it's time to start cleaving to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Now, in most cases, we can't really force these kids because they're kids. When you start becoming an adult, when that woman start getting a period, now you got to start really calling the Lord. You got to start trying to learn who you is, where you come from. A child that's not intertwined and asking questions, that child got to be thinking, do I got faith in the Lord? Because eventually that child is going to be a grown up. You know? It is too late to still be asleep and you walking around and you got spiritual boogers in your eyes. You know? So again, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14, the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Right? Because you got to have that spiritual discernment, which is a power to get these things, and some of y'all don't. You don't even got the power to listen. Listening is a power. Right? 1 Corinthians 3:18, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. Right? You deceive yourself when you think you are something, when you think you are doing something, but you don't know shit. Galatians chapter 6, verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Even if you say you a husband, or you say I'm a girlfriend, I'm a wife, and you don't even know where the name, what's the real purpose of a wife. Some of y'all, to cater and do this. You don't even know what the Lord called you to do as a wife. Now you getting deep. Right? Because the Lord is the author of a husband and a wife. He's the author of to being a father and a mother, man. So when you start getting that counsel, Psalms 1:1, when you start getting the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, literally you get attracted to this thing. You know? You be wanting to talk about this word fluently. You know? Because that's not you. It's that fire in you. It's that spirit in you. You know? The spirit wants to be fed. When we talk about worldly things, you get excited on certain things too. Brothers talk about girls and you talk about sports. Women, you talk about things, you get excited. What's your spiritual excitement, man? You know? Spiritual excitement. Literally, man, if you seem wise in this world, let him become a fool. You got to become a fool if you're wise in this world. You really think you're doing something? Going into the other level. Like, this is a question for all of y'all. What's more important? The spirit or the flesh? What's going to last longer? The spirit or the flesh? What increases more? The spirit or the flesh? What's renewed day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year? The spirit. When you feed yourself knowledge, what is you feeding your flesh or your spirit? You put lotion on, you feeding your flesh, soaks right in your pores. To really be in the flesh is really like is within the inside, man. Right? Your heart is fleshful, right? Because of thoughts that you have. But as soon as you start thinking with a spiritual inward part, which is, you know, your heart too, you know, you start thinking of things beyond the things of the flesh. Galatians 5 again, where, you know, the flesh and the spirit, they resist one another. They're against one another. That's what that resisting is. No, I want to do this. No, I want to do this. Then when you is in the spirit, you don't want to do the things of the flesh. When you in the flesh, you like, I'm not trying to do that. What's in the spirit? We're at tug of war, right? Let me I got some good ones, but I don't wanna take it somewhere else. Let me get back to this. Salaki family. Let's get back to this, man. I'm about to end this real soon. Right? So look, I'm gonna just get this, right? This is Isaiah 21:11-12. The burden of Daman, he calleth to me out of Seir, watchman. What of the night? It's a question. Watchman, what of the night? Question. The watchman said, the morning cometh, and also the night. If ye will inquire ye, return and come. That's what a watchman does. A lot of y'all is waiting for the morning, or you waiting for the night. The watchman is waiting for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The watchman is looking for the prophecies to be fulfilled, the parables, the dark sayings, right? We're watching, you know, measuring out the time and doing it diligently. A lot of y'all can inquire the weather, but you can't inquire or give details on the signs that's in front of you, right? Because you're soaked up in this world. The flesh got you, right? Matthew 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come. Always that has to stick in. You don't know the hour when he's gonna come, but you have to watch. You know, it could be times where it's like, you know what, I'm not seeing nothing. Guess what you do? You turn and you pray to Yahweh Shem Shai that he give you the ability to see. One lesson can just motivate you. You know, soon as you start learning, you know, slowly taking baby steps, it does something to you. And that's only for the true believers. The ones that's not truly in this, you're still stuck on God is love and care. What? The Lord is terrible. He's he's terrible and he's great. It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Right? We've been having warning after warning, chance after chance to be watchful. Then the Lord hits you with a child. You got to be more watchful, because now the Lord put more of a burden, especially for you men, even you women, to be watchful, not only for you, but for the children under you. You know, this is why, like, if them children want to be fast, hurry up and get them. Oh, I'm about to hurry up and leave my mom and dad. Then watch when you leave, the Lord is going to remove all this knowledge from you, right? Because you were preparing for a college degree. You was preparing to for this job or the 6 figures. You were preparing to get away from your parents, but you wasn't preparing to stay in this faith. You know, for a child to hurry up and leave their parents, they take away to be to have arranged marriage. so that your father can pick the right man for you that's going to lead you to your Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To me, really, fuck them. Right? The elect is going to abide in this song, man. The kids is going to grow more in faith because they're watching their parents. Guess what? You could tell if a kid watching their parents, their actions will be the same. As an example, I'm just using one of my daughters, right? I'm just using it. You can see whatever you see. I know what I see. My daughter Araya, you know, is a motivational example. She allowed me to hear. I'm a man. A woman is a woman. She allowed me. If I know I hear it, I know everybody else heard it. If a woman hear you, sometimes you might have to wait a day, 2 days, 3 days before she tell you what that child said. Because most women, if that child is inspiring, the child can be like, oh, go tell your dad. You should really go tell him and be excited about telling him. Most women is going to encourage that kid to tell their father, you know, because a real man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's what gets him going. You know, and it's a spirit on her. It's a spirit on my Paris, because every day this little 3-year-old don't know how to spell Yahweh Shai, but see a light and be like, Yahweh Shai. Or if I get up, yeah, are you about to go to work, or are you about to go work for Yahweh Shai? Or if I hug her, it's okay, Dad, Yahweh Shai about to come. Who says this? And you 3 years old, it's a spirit on that child. That's motivation right there. You know? If we're serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it should always be a light, because we're woke. We're not sleep anymore. It should be everybody should be exalting Yahweh Shem Yahushai in that house. Speaking or what they learn. Hey, they watched a cartoon and they caught, oh man, yo, Pops, I seen this, and then I was thinking of the kingdom. That should be a smile for you. Then even more for your parents, that should be a smile, because it's faith brewing. What child at the age of 14, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 7, 4, however age they can be, speaking about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that is a spirit in them. The true children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is having spiritual discernment, man. You know, they're fully aware of their surroundings. Come on, man. We have to prepare for the Son of Man coming, man. Everything that you're doing is supposed to shine a light around people around you, because it's not only about you, it's about the elect. You know? It's about the sons and the daughters. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1 and 3. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves, how perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, right, which is going on right now. The United Nations is trying to bring forth peace. We don't know who's holding guns. We don't know this. It's terrorists coming here. It's migrants coming here. So they want to bring peace and safety, but eventually they're going to start saying it world global. We're trying to bring peace and safety. What do you say? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. Guess what? That's the spirit, because all I've been hearing through the past few days, especially today after getting off of work, is talking about, man, the United Nations, the WHO, the World Health Organization, and World Economic is trying to bring peace and safety to United States, but on a global scale, trying to calm down the people with the nukes. But as soon as you start pushing peace and safety, destruction gonna come. I'm praying on it. I'm asking for destruction to come. Tornadoes is hitting Florida all the way through the south. I want things to get worse. I want a black winter. I hate winter. But I want you niggas to go without. I want you niggas to see, man. Death is going to happen on a high rise. And people be like, oh no, don't wish this. Look, the Lord is great and terrible. Somebody got to pay a bill. A lot of you niggas, we hold on our kids more than the Lord. And the Lord said, you cannot love especially to the men. You can't love your wife, your children, your mother and father more than me. You women is no verse for y'all. Look, you gotta love your husband like Yahushai, man, because that's gonna be your covering. Isaiah 32. You gotta love him because guess what? The man is the way to get your mind toward Yahweh Shem Shai. Because half of you women don't even know the breakdowns. The Lord is talking to the men not to love their wives and their children and their mother and fathers more than him. Women as a lower, you can't love your kids more than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai, your mother and father. You know? This is a true thing. As soon as they say sudden destruction, you as a woman should be hoping for that. I would hope that none of my kids was here when this shit was gone. Because and then how they going to be gone? If I want them not to be here, they will have to die. And go right in the spirit world. Because your kids right now that's not even of age, or the kids that's showing that half of the kids not even talking about the Lord every day. Guess what? Because they don't really, I bet you most of them kids really don't even know what's going on. Ask your kids, did they look up what happened this week, 2 days ago, I believe, or a day ago? The United Nations was here. World Health Organization was in New York this week, talking about bringing forth a MARK, trying to make a PAC document form, and they're not trying to ask for ask the community or going through politics. They're saying they're already doing a push for it right now to make it a global thing. What? Your kids don't even know. And guess what? If you're not looking at this, look, if a kid or a family member die right now, yes, you're gonna be sad and all of that. But can you have the thought, guess what? They're with the Lord. They're at a better place than being here in the flesh. You got to prepare yourself for that. Even if your family not touching death, you got to be prepared for seeing sorrow and agony and seeing death. Some of y'all might lose faith because the Lord might not be coming right away. You might have to not eat for 2-3 days. You know? Kids want to be separated from their family. Oh, I'm not going to play with the kids. I'm not going to be with them. I'm going to just be on my phone. I'm going to be on my TV all day. Guess what? Jacob trouble come. A lot of y'all going to want to be in each other's faces as much as you can. It's going to be terrifying in that day. Let me get a precept for that, just because I just said that, man. A lot of y'all going to regret the way that you be acting sometimes, man. Your thought process, your lonely times. As a man has to be separate sometimes, you know, spiritually and mentally and physically, because a man has a lot on his shoulders. A man can't handle. I sometimes like my space, and sometimes I'm not asking for it, you know, because even with a woman is going to draw attraction. I'm a man. What is a woman going to really talk, like have a full conversation? And I'm not trying to hear mad scriptures from a woman. I want to hear her say, so what lesson you going to do? Hey, can I tell you what precept I wanted to bring out? Or can I tell you what I read today? That's attractive. But a woman trying to be like a man and, this precept, that precept. No, you do that for the kids. You know? You supposed to be a loving, go cook some food. You want to go rub a big toe. That's what you women was for. A man, I'm attracted when I see a woman taking care of a kid. When a woman wake up and you about to lay down and chill, unless you're like, hey, I want you to lay near me. Or when a woman get up and about to pay, that is attractive. You getting up. You know? But let's say that for another day. Even when a daughter get older, she should be moving too. Not just be sitting there like a lump on a log. Be ready to watch your younger sister or whoever. Get ready to go wash some dishes. You know? Get ready to feed them kids. Because guess what? You're gonna get pushed in this day to have a husband too. But I'm about to get this verse. You know, because we're gonna be looking for, men is gonna want to look for somebody in that day. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Where is it at? That's not what I want. Salaki family. Where am I looking? Okay, here we go. Salaki family, I'm so sorry. Salaki, bear with me, cause I'm looking through the cell phone. So famine, tribulation, turn should be cheap. Well on the earth for sure. Many. I'll just start reading from right here. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sore famine and great confusion." Right? They might drop prices, and you might think this is a good moment. That's why you better be preparing spiritually and mentally, right? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as a dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. Right? And it's not talking about the elect men, but men in general. It says, so that one man shall desire to see another, this is the point, and to hear his voice. Right? Our kids really don't see, they don't know that. Talking about men. You women is going to want to be under a man. Because if we keep going, women are going to, even you virgin women, you're going to be mourning that you don't got a bridegroom. And this is talking about a woman in the world, but a woman that is of that elect, the Lord is going to provide. Most of you women is going to be covered really under a man. Some of you daughters are going to be right under your father. And the Lord might bring a brother, or, a brother in his faith, and he might have a son, and right there and then you might see, okay, yup, he might be an example, but the father, the father is going to be that man on the earth. A young little kid, 13, 14, don't know nothing, especially us in this world, not going to really know anything. This is going to be a serious case. He said, so that one man, a real man is a man by the age of 20 when he goes to war. So he's going to desire to see another and to hear his voice. Some of you 13, 14-year-old boys ain't going to know how it is being by yourself. You're going to want to see a father or an uncle. A lot of you kids don't know how to live without a parent, especially a father. 28, it says, for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of a field, which shall hide themselves in the thick grooves and in the clefts of the rocks. As in the orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 and 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. Right? This is why you're going to be praying on Yahweh Shem Shai to either put a force field like TJ said in his dream, so that the enemy don't see you. This is why it should be important that people should be praying, especially you fathers and you mothers. But in that day, watch how kids, teenagers, they're going to start calling the Lord. And where's that attitude that you had in the world? Because true believers are going to be changing the way that they move. Because 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, the inward man is renewed day by day. Real believers is being, that's why you got to always examine your household. That's why I just used the two example. My other kids is they my rock. You know, all mines is my rock. But I'm just pointing out where I see motivation daily, not one day. Sometimes it could be every other day, but every day I'm getting motivations from these two, Paris and Araya. They're always in my face, always saying something. As soon as I get mad, they get so butthurt, and guess what? They let me know. Or either my wife say something, and then, all right, man, tell her to come, and then shit come, and then like those two. And of course, I use both of them to motivate my wives or motivate my other kids. Or I try to motivate somebody else to, somebody else somewhere else, you know? Because the Lord put the believers on this side to motivate you. That's the true fact. The Lord put other believers to motivate you. Bashar's faith motivates me. Asher, I seen this man when he was 15 all the way to where he at 19 now. His faith motivated me. Zion from Great Waters, GMS, motivation, man. Even as a leader, Yarmayan, Samuel Waller, coming from LA and how the Lord moved. Motivation, David, not even a teacher, but standing there, motivation. And sometimes if I didn't say nothing to him, how would they know? Even if I don't tell them, that spirit know that they giving off that vibration. True believers is an energy to another believer. A lot of women that come in this faith might not have another sister that they can really relate to when it comes to the same song and the same music. But when you get that, that is your motivation right there. Somebody that's not singing the same song, but I love you, but your motivation not strong. When you singing the same song, that motivation is different. Ha na na, and then that person saying ha na na. You got a melody going on. That's a different vibration. That's energy. But as soon as it you went, hold on. We got to do this over. And every time you're doing it 10 times and they still don't get it, never mind. Let's not even doing it. It's a different vibration when the tune is the same. Even with your kids. That's why kids should feed off the vibe. Oh, father, pops like that, mom like that. Kids should, scripture say kids should be moving like they your slave, right? Kids should want to please their parent because they're servants under servants. The father is a servant of his whole house. A woman is a servant under the husband. Even more, we're servants to our children. And children is service to the parents. Even my kids should be analyzing what my wives is doing and be like, I know Pops, he like this, so let me have this ready. Guess what? Through the spirit, you can be motivated. Guess what? That helps a father to know, she playing a role. Oh, okay, she gonna be a good wife in this. Everything on this side for Yahweh Shem Shai is supposed to be motivation for the elect to run toward Yahweh Shem Shai. Forrest Gump, run, Forrest, run. Change the name, Forrest. Run, elect, run. Run, chosen, run. Run. The elect is running towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is 2 Ezra 16, verse 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. The vineyard shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Right? The elect is praying for one another because in order to be in war, those is mostly people of the world or people being stagnant in this faith. You get called to war. You might not be of that number, because some of you women that's going to lose your husband in war or to famine, the Lord is giving you to an actual man of the Lord. I remember an apostle was going into that. Some of you women might lose your husband on this side and you might be humbled, and the Lord might guide you because he guides his elect, and he might guide you to a man of the Lord. Verse 35, No, verse 34. In war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Who's a true servant? The prophets, the apostles, the evangelists. Ephesians 4:11. Those are the servants. And they're trying to wake up the sheep as much as they can. Ephesians 4:11. It says, and he gave some apostles, some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, which is the elect, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying, right? To edify is to build up of the body of Hamashiach. Those are the servants. They got to hear this to give out to the other servants, right? The other men that's not called as, you know, a prophet or apostles. But even a man that has a wife and he might not be a teacher as a prophet or apostle, you're supposed to dwell with your wife according to knowledge, so you're still somewhat of a teacher, you know? So Lord willing, this is edifying. Again, you know, this is not the time to be asleep, man. This is the time to wake up and smell the shit brewing. You know, not the coffee. The coffee's not good, man. That joint staining your teeth. Right? This is the time to wake up and smell the shit. Because when you smell the shit, you flush it. Ooh, I like that. I like that analogy. You see? Coffee gonna stain you. But when you smell that shit, you go back to that bathroom and you flush that toilet and you spray you spray some Febreze. You know? The Lord called the men of the Lord to lift up that banner. What is it? Psalm 60:4. The banner is this truth. The banner is the Bible, the scriptures. You have to lift it up so that the elect can believe on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? Who are you calling on? Who are you hoping for? You know? But again, Lord, when this is edifying, I'm sorry that it went so long. I guess, you know, it was just that push. That push. Keep pushing, man. Got too motivated. Bob, you know, this is my night and my morning because I just got off you know, my 12-hour shift. You know, so again, Lord willing, got drawn to Yahweh Shem Yahushai on double time. So with that is your brother Adar Gabar. Say Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. By Shem Rakakwadash, Yahweh is the Most High God. Yahweh Shai is who the world calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit, the Paleo Hebrew. And double honors to the elders, a great millstone who rule well through the Spirit. Teaching this word and believing this word, Lord willing, you can continue to endure and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth. Teaching this word and believing this word in the same spirit that you endure and be sincere. And shalom, you know, to the Akwatiyam, the elect Akwatiyam, you know, that are the believers of this faith. Lord willing, you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. So with that, shalom, shalom, shalom.